All right, so this video is about why I have a love-hate relationship with Cubasis 3 on iPad. And I guess I'm spoiled coming from Ableton and Logic, having so many features, obviously a full DAW, but this is the biggest gripe I have, and it has to do with editing. I'm not a big MIDI user, but I would like to see the MIDI in it, editing being a little bit better. So let's just do this for a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's hold on, this is a piano I have in here, I believe. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so let's just see if we can mute these tracks and if I can just play anything just to get some MIDI on here. I'll take the record off there, go back, just put something on here. That's all I'm gonna do because I don't feel like doing a lot. All right, let's go back to it. So here's the MIDI I played. I'm going to expand this window because I know a lot of people say, you just say you hate it, but you don't actually explain it. So I'm gonna explain it now. If I touch a note, they got it where you can move the note easy, which is fine. But here's the problem. In order to change the length of the note, I got to go hit a button to lengthen the note. That's a bit irritating. Just make it where I touch the note and I can lengthen the note. Why do I need to have a move here? Then I got to go over here and do this. Then if I want to move it up and down, I got to press this button. Change the velocity, I got to press this. There's more button mashing in this DAW than I've seen in most DAWs on iOS, the ones that I've used. Even like Beatmaker 3, you don't have this much dang button mashing to do simple stuff like adjust a MIDI note. So the workaround obviously is use Atom 2 and here's your MIDI, but I just would prefer at that point to go to AUM, right? I might as well do that. So that's always going to be the worst of it, is I don't like the way the MIDI is. Here's the next thing I don't like. And then I'll tell you some stuff I like. Don't worry, I'm going to get to that too. I'm going to erase that and delete this track. So here's audio editing. Let's talk about that for a second too. This is one simple thing. Let's say this wasn't here. Let's remove this. I touch this. I want to duplicate copy. I got to go copy, move the cursor where I want it, then hit paste just to do it. Why can't, I'm going to undo that. So why can't I just have a button that says duplicate or duplicate this or whatever you want to call it? I don't care, duplicate. Just press a button and it just makes another copy of it. Why do I have to go copy and paste? And I get it, you want to put it in a different spot. I'll move the spot myself if I want to do that later. But for simple things like that, that could speed up the workflow. It's the minute stuff that irritates me the most in this DAW. And it's that. Even like they have a time stretch. Okay, well that might work, but I don't fully understand this time stretch. And then a lot of times, like in AUM, or not AUM, and Ableton, you'll see me go in and like if I have a note that's a slight behind the line, even an audio note, right? I can just move it. I can just get there and move it. This thing here, you ain't moving nothing, okay? And then they only have a normalize, so I can't adjust the gain of how much I want to bring up an item. Like let's say this clips a little bit. I just want to bring this note, this snare down a little bit. I can't do it. Look at this, watch this. I want to highlight just this section. My fingers aren't working, watch this. Oh wait, you got to hit select. Yeah, okay. So now watch. That works, right? But I got to go hit a button just to select the section. I mean, come on now, make this easier. I get the erase. I would definitely want an erase button. And I know this is in Beatmaker 3 also. I don't like that. I'm sorry, that's lame. Just let me touch the thing and select it. Here's another thing that I've noticed, and watch it work on camera now because I'm doing this, but watch. So I'm gonna select it You see this box? Why does it need to blink? It throws me off every time. Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna try it again. Now it won't. Oh wait, because I gotta hit select. I don't know. I don't get that. It's little things like that. They're quirky. They're just not. Go look at a regular, like DAWs like Logic and all those, and look at the simplicity of the editing and the stuff of that nature, that you can move through this stuff quicker. Because this is, to me, this is extra, a bit extra for what it's worth. Now, that's my main complaints. I don't like the editing in here. And when you don't like the editing in a DAW, then it's worthless to you, right? Because that's the bulk of what you're going to do in it, is a lot of movement and editing. Can I learn it? Yes, I showed you I know how to do it. Do I like it? No. And that's where the problem lies with me. All right, so now let's talk about the next problem. I showed you the duplicate problem. Let's see if I can paste that back here. I showed you I can't adjust a note in there on audio. The other issue, okay, so what do I like about it? So far, my favorite thing, outside of it just the fact that it is a DAW, is the simple fact that AUM, which I don't have it open right now, they finally got the Ableton link to work right in with it. And I can route now, which I did. This track was routed from Ableton, or from AUM rather. So I could do my tracks in AUM, which is where I would prefer to create if I was going to be on iOS, making music. Make my track and send over at least the parts, right? And then just do the arrangement portion in here. But the problem is, like, I want to be able to, I don't know if you can see it. I want to be able to just record in, like, let's say I want to do my drums. I don't want to have to start something else to do the drums. Just give me an audio track. All right, let's do this. Give me an audio track and let me just record straight. Look. It's probably off, right? Because I'm just doing this really fast, not even taking my time, not feeling the beat. Yeah, I'm gonna do that over. So erase. All right, and then adjust. See how they let you just adjust stuff like that without having to go hit select and moves? That's cool. I like that. All right. So here's the notes. Stuff is off. And part of it is because I can't adjust the snares. So I might be a hairline off. If the snare sits back behind and this is where people would say use MIDI, but I'm not. Not when Ableton has it down pat. I would just not use MIDI just to use MIDI. If I need to adjust a note, and I don't adjust notes all the time, but if I need to adjust a note, I just want to be able to do it. I don't want to be... The other option is, and I'd like to play, is just bring in the notes and put them where they need to be, at least the snares. But I hate that. I want to have the freedom to just play. And then if I mess up a note, or if I feel like a note's a little bit off, I can nudge that track. So like what I could probably, I guess in theory, do, if I click on this and zoom in a little bit, I could try to do this. I don't even see where the grid is. It's set to an 1/8. Maybe I should have that set to a 16th, but whatever. But I mean, I guess I could go in. This would get really annoying though to do this, but, and chop. Look at this. I don't want it quantized. Nope, because this ain't even MIDI anyway, so it don't matter. Trim, where am I trimming? See what I mean? Set this to a 16. Okay, so there's a grid. So you can see a grid there. So see this space in between here? Look at that stupid thing. Come on. Really? That annoys me. Oh, joy of joys. This is... If you work with MIDI, maybe this is perfect for you. If you don't work with MIDI, then you know good and well this ain't it. Look. Come on. I don't know who that is. And all right, I'm not going to sit here and frustrate myself more, because then I definitely will not want to use it. I already don't want to use it, just on that note. Simple things. And I know it seems simple, but when it's on desktop, it works. I mean, fluidly, I mean, it just works. Listen, all I want to be able to do is move the notes. And it ain't happening. So it's either I perfect my timing and be the most perfect drummer ever. That ain't happening. Or I just go back to Ableton and finish the songs in Ableton because it's just easier. You see what I'm saying? Little things like that. You can't fix that. You would have to... The only way I could do it is drum 1 or 2 notes perfectly on and then just make copies of it. I don't want to work like that. That's frustrating. I just want to be able to play, feel it, and then make adjustments if I need to. A lot of times I don't need to adjust. I just do it, purposefully do it because I want to, but I'm not trying to work with MIDI. I'm just not trying to do that. I wanted to have that, just play it, feel, and not, because if I have MIDI, I know my habits and I'll go in there and start making adjustments. I mean, that's just how I work. So, all right, that's it for this video. I am done for the day on this because I don't want to do it right now. I'll deal with this. But anyway, you can see why I get frustrated with here. And like I said, the best thing right now is the fact that you could do your whole song in, you could literally do the whole song in AUM and then come back and put the tracks in there completed and then finish up your mixing. So I could see that being a viable source, but I don't think I would transfer the tracks over. What I would do is just, I would export them straight out of, you can get a perfect loop out of AUM and then send that perfect loop over to Cubasis if you want to do that, and then just finish it there. But the minute I try to record into Cubasis or something like that is when I immediately realize I'm not in Ableton and I'm not going to have those features I like, the things that make me work faster and still keep my music sounding the way I like it. So that's that. That's my gripes. This isn't a big gripe for some people because they're doing straight MIDI and they don't mind dealing with the all those different button mashing to change the MIDI and yeah, I'm just not that person. So it's all good though. But if you like Cubasis, it's not a shot against you, and it's not a shot against Steinberg. They make great stuff, but I don't know why. I just don't like that program at all. It just doesn't do it for me. So anyway, that's it. I'm out. 14 minutes of this. That's enough. All right. Until the next one.